You're now listening to the Palmetto Dugout Show, hosted by State Director Sammy Esposito, Associate Scouts Drew Stewart and Sean Smith, that discuss all things related to amateur baseball in South Carolina. Here are your hosts.
Welcome in to the day two recap, day three preview here at the beautiful Shipyard for the Shipyard Showdown. We'll start off here. Day two recap, Coach. A lot of talent. Obviously, we got 14. No, we got 18 tweets out.
18. Wow.
Now you're not going to find that anywhere else with the coverage in the great state of South Carolina. So day two recap here. Who you got?
Especially not yesterday. It was a flood. So,
at the end.
Yeah. So yesterday I got two. First one I got is a right-handed pitcher from Lou Golf 2024, Billy Robertson. He pitched against James Allen, who, as we all know, I picked James Allen to win everything that you can possibly win in the state of South Carolina this year. Coach Pewview is not real happy about it, so I think he wants me to say something bad about him. I'm not going to do it. The only thing bad I got to say about him is that they got goose egg yesterday. But Mr. Robertson, he had a really big day on the mound. They were over on the what is that? What was the name of that one? Wando River? No, Deckins. He was over on that field yesterday and in the afternoon, and he was up 90 yesterday. Going to University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Careful now. I got it right. That's where we're going. 2024 right-hander Billy Robertson. That's my first one. He had a really good day yesterday. He went 5 innings, struck out 4, didn't give up any runs against probably one of the better lineups he'll see this year. Better lineups anybody's going to see this year. So,
well, I kind of stick on that same page with you. James Allen's second guy they brought in kind of changed the game for the Trojans there, and they brought in Taj Marchand. So we've already kind of talked about him. He was in the day one scout block. 85-86. He's a 20-26, but worked very quick, changed the pace of the game, and kept Lou Golf from scoring. I don't think they got really any runners on when he was in the game. So he kind of changed that dynamic for James Allen on that latter half of the game to kind of end up with a tie.
That whole game was a pitcher's duel yesterday. Both guys from Lou Golf were very good. I'm calling the wrong name. I think it's Andrew Jefferson was his name. I keep wanting to say Andrew Jackson, but that's school. And that was the president. So Andrew Jefferson pitched in relief for Robertson. He was very good. And on James Allen's side before Marchand. That's it, right? Marchand. Sorry, I said your name wrong. My bad. Colin Anderson pitched a good ball game before he.
Yes, he did.
He kept him off balance. So it was both teams threw 2 arms, and both of them were very good. So it's not my third, it's my second guy. Last game of the day over here, when the rain really started to come, we had Legion in Fort Dorchester. My guy I'm gonna talk about is our 2027 number 2 player in the state, left-handed pitcher, Connor Salerno. Did I say that right?
You did say that right.
Connor Salerno, I have not boxed that one yet. So Salerno, he was impressive to me because we watched him in the first inning, and he was 84, 85, got up to 86 in the first, and we battled through a little bit of command issues early, and came back for inning number 2, and he was up to 88. He was still at 88 in the third inning. So in tough conditions, he was very impressive. Like I said, he's number two player in the state for the freshman class, and we were very impressed. The slider was moving. Was moving a lot. We watched him throw a couple backdoor sliders to some right-handed hitters early against a couple of better hitters that Fort Dorchester has, and I was very impressed. So
big time,
big day for him.
So day one we didn't get a lot out on Lucy Beckham, but day 2 we knew Lucy Beckham could swing the bat very well on day 1 and day 2 because we let it eat on day 2 with Lucy Beckham. Continued to hit the ball well. Appley, Byrne, catching. All 3 of those had some big hits. Hunter Doyle on the mound.
Hunter Doyle went 6+ on the mound. Big day for him as well.
So Lucy Beckham has a huge day today, and we'll kind of get to that in a minute.
Sure.
Do you have another guy, or would you like me to roll my?
No, I just got 2. I thought we were 2.
The next biggest one, many of you may know him. Sterling coached them 2026 going to the Clemson Tigers. Have a big game today as well.
ACC Network, ACC Network X.
There you go. He had got 3 hits on the day, but the biggest thing about him are the tools. The kid can run. We'll just say that with some track speed, but puts a lot of the focus on him when he's on the bases. And kind of caused some disruption, some pressure on the defense that led to some runs for the Hanahan Hawks. Who have a big game today too.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll jump into the day 3 preview here. We got a last game of the day, a 3:00 game. Lucy Beckham takes on Hanahan for a spot in a championship game.
Well, semifinal matchup. Win and you're in, lose and you're not.
From what I understand, the spread is currently -1.5 for Hanahan. So they're favored by a run and a half. Oof. It's a tough spread. Hawks cover.
Are we going with the? Are we just going straight up?
No, we're going to spread.
Taking the spread.
Are you going -1?
No, give me the Bengals.
You going?
I'm going Bengals 1.5. You give me an extra run and a half. Come on.
Hanahan wins by 3 here.
Okay, so you're going Hanahan.
Hanahan wins by 3 here.
I think
because I got to stick Hanahan, right? He didn't win the championship.
You pick him to win it. You have no choice.
You gotta stick with the country.
I'm staying with mine. I know we thought yesterday. I thought when they didn't win that game yesterday, I thought they were out, but that's not necessarily the case. They got a shot. We'll see.
Oceanside takes on Legion Collegiate. Oceanside with a win is also in the championship.
And Oceanside had a big afternoon yesterday. They were another of the 4 teams that were playing when the rain really started coming in. Their game got cut short yesterday against Ashley Ridge, but they offensively they kind of I don't want to say they broke out, but they had a big come from behind win yesterday against Ashley Ridge. So
James Allen is hoping some things shake out so they can make it in the final for Mr. Smith here. Yeah. But when you say
I don't know. You know what? Actually, I said I wasn't going to talk bad about them, but if this is what Coach Spivey wants, I'm going to say, you know what? They don't have a chance. They can't get in today.
We still have some big arms left.
That was pretty good. Sorry, by the way.
You would expect Jake Morris over here is going to throw for Lugal. So we know we have a big arm there. And we'll have some big arms with Legion as well. So the arms are still continuing to roll out. The good thing here is the wind has died down. Had not been for wind over the past 2 days, I think we'd be up about 5 home runs on the weekend already.
And I've got my shorts on today too. The weather here at the shipyard has turned much more shipyard as opposed to where it was the first 2 days, or at least yesterday. It was more. I don't know.
We got a comment here. Anybody for Riverside?
Anybody for Riverside? What time did Riverside play today?
We
had a switch up.
He was talking about a recap yesterday. Anybody that stood out for Riverside?
Riverside yesterday. You went Leo Lopez the first day.
Leo Lopez still continuing to impress.
The leadoff man, Kakaris, I believe is how you say his last name. He had a good day yesterday. He drove in their only run. It was a little up in the air whether or not we want to go hit air. I'm not really an official scorer, but he squared one up, drove a run home for Riverside. Hopefully the Warriors have a little better day today, and we can get some Riverside action.
Hey, today is we got comments rolling in here.
Anybody for James
Allen? We've talked about Todd's March in for James Allen.
We've talked about the whole roster for James Allen in the last couple of days, coaching staff, the whole deal.
We've covered James Allen.
We're going to start talking about the English and history department here in a minute if we go any deeper into James Allen.
So, hey, today's ice cream day.
Ice cream day.
Zano's. So if you're at the shipyard, make sure you go check Zano's out.
And by those of you who are thinking about coming into the shipyard today, you might want to get here early. We got the youth tournament that was supposed to start last night at 5:30. Obviously, it got washed out. So we have people on top of people here. We got a barn burner over here on the youth field on the side. It's 17-9. We've ran out of pitching in game 1. We got 26 total runs on the board. We got an 8 spot in the top of the 5th. So
the comments are rolling through here for different teams. Hey, we're only going to talk about Shipyard Showdown teams. Maybe you'll have to tune in to the next Dugout show.
Stall Warriors.
Maybe you'll have to tune into the next Powell and Dugout show as we break down some things that we've seen. We got Blake at the Coastal Invitational today. We've got Sammy at the Altera.
Yep, Sammy's gonna be eating fried chicken and banana pudding up there at River Bluff.
So big time content coming. Great food last night, guys.
Yes, we went to our favorite Shim Creek
Crap house.
Crab House. Sorry, I was shrimp and grits. It was really good.
It was good when you ate it.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So it's gonna be a big day here in Mount Pleasant.
We're ready to go. We'll know who's in the championship tonight. Maybe you just might get a breakdown from us tonight. We'll see how it goes.
If we end up with Hanahan versus James Island in the championship, it's gonna be
fun, and we'll get
tough,
your vote
tough evening for us.
on who's going to win that championship here soon. We will. We know.
We'll try to get a point spread before you see where we end up.
We got a point spread for the -1.5 here for Hanahan.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works out. So we'll wrap this up. We're 19 minutes away from first pitch here at the shipyard. From all of us here at Prep Baseball, have a great day.